Hello everyone and welcome to the Modern Day Gamer. In today's video you're going to see a comp game that I ended up playing Tank the first round, and then I played um, Torbjorn the second round, and I ended up having gold elims for most of it until our Moira kind of took those away from me, and I think she ended up with like one more at the very end of the game. But basically we lose this game on Temple of Anubis. I went back through with a different group, same kind of base people. Went back through to go play a game and I played Diva. And the whole time, and I get it, like I never really played Diva a ton, but so I don't understand her positioning and her diving as much. But the whole time, I positioned myself pretty well. I had gold elims all the way through when we had a platinum player playing on DPS, and he wasn't. Usually, he's the one who's carrying the team, not carrying the team, but playing really, really well on DPS. He's the one who's got gold elims. He's the one who's on fire. I'm on fire most of the game, and our Mercy complains. He's a platinum player as well, which is obviously higher than where I play. Is complaining about how my positioning is and how I'm not stopping this singular McCree from shooting at us from above or whatever. Where and she's complaining the whole time. Where whenever I'm in the back, kind of picking people off, and so this game I'm playing is going pretty well for me. I'm not doing terrible at all. I'm actually playing very, very well, and I enjoyed playing Diva. I never really get to play Diva. Usually have someone playing Diva. Usually I'm playing Monkey because Monkey is where I'm more comfortable, which is odd. Most people would be more comfortable on Diva, but I'm playing Diva, and the teammate I'm playing with is screaming, Diva, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing this, and the whole time that he's screaming this and yelling at this, all this kind of stuff, we've got teammates who are clearly out of position, who are not focus firing, who they need to focus fire, all this kind of stuff. There was me, one other guy playing DPS. That really we played a decent game in terms of tanking, but our Mercy consistently was not healing the other teammates while I was diving. Whenever we're playing Diva Arisa, and this is on a payload map, though this map specifically is obviously a 2CP map. We lose. I play Junkrat this first kind of round. I'm kind of spamming, trying to create some space for Arisa to pull people in and get my kills, which doesn't end up happening, so I switched to Torbjorn. You caught the back end of the first push, which we ended up doing pretty decent. I tried to switch to Reinhardt to make a difference. I almost got my ult first push. Like you guys saw, I had like 89% ult, and that was literally, I had just switched to Reinhardt when you saw it. I had 20 limbs and like 4 deaths as Winston, and then I died as Reinhardt. Couldn't get in the point or whatever. Or I didn't die as Reinhardt, and then I come in, and now I've died as Junkrat and all this kind of stuff, and whatever. So I'm playing Junkrat. I'm expecting to kind of spam them out, and then they take this first point, and I'm like, okay, this second point's a really strong Torbjorn's point. I can move my turret around, whatever I need to do, and just kind of play that way. They end up switching to kind of counter this with a Junkrat. But that's okay because we have a Bastion as well, and I like to kind of let my turret be a decoy. Like, they want to take care of my turret first, but it's so far out of the way that they have to put themselves in a bad position. I can end up turning around and killing them, whatever. Basically, what I'm trying to talk about is when you group up with people who clearly are not doing enough and clearly are not doing anything worthwhile. Even if they're higher ranked than you, they're not better than you. This person that was platinum played silver. The next season he got into platinum. So my thought process is, and he got into platinum with Zarya or whatever. My thought process is he was definitely boosted. And then when he got like he wants to flame everybody else and say, "Well, I'm in plat, so I can say all this stuff," when he really wasn't that good. He wasn't that good of a mercy. He popped his ult at weird times. He stayed on me as a diva for too long. And you have to realize that just because they're in a higher rank than you does not mean they're better. They could have been boosted. Just because they're in a lower rank doesn't mean you're better. Um, and that goes to for everybody. Just because you think, just because you're a diamond player doesn't mean that you're a inherently better player than than a gold player or a bronze player even. You have to know what to do on your specific heroes. And for me, yes, I'm not the greatest diva in the world. I ended up with, I think, 48 or 49 eliminations as diva, and I died about 5 or 6 times. And those times were usually whenever I was the only one left on the point. And that's just kind of how things go sometimes. You get a teammate who's not very good, who can't play the hero that they tried to main. I mean, this dude had played 2 seasons of Mercy and hadn't even had the most time on Mercy and was just like in high plat because Mercy is one of those heroes that if you play her, you can get carried by other people into platinum. And I'm not saying that every Mercy main gets carried. That's far from the truth. But it's clear that most. It was clear to me that we were playing with someone who was boosted, which sucks because when you play with someone who's supposed to be in silver and they're in platinum, they just kind of cost you the game because they're not keeping people alive. They're not using their ult properly. But yeah, I mean, this is just kind of a rant, I guess, about sometimes how you get those terrible teammates. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't like it, I don't care. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe, and peace.